Thank you again to Hunter Tools and Thompson Tools for being a sponsor for my YouTube channel.
Welcome to my shop again. Well, this time we're going to do a little exercise in tool control. I'm going to pick a number of tools and show some cuts. And stay tuned. At the end you're going to see some things you probably have never seen before, just to have a little bit of fun. So let's get started. Okay, in the design world there's only three shapes. There's either straight, flat, there's a concave, that would be like the inside of a bowl, and there's convex, like on the outside of the bowl. So when we're turning, it's just a combination of any of these three stacked side by side or individually. Okay, so now I'm going to use my bowl gouge, just the most versatile, and we're going to pick up the bevel here and do a push cut. Going to line up the bevel with the existing surface, come back out, move it over, take another cut. Okay, that's a flat. Let's do concave. Go down the side of the cove. Swing my handle. Come across the bottom. Okay. Grain orientation wise, the grain is growing this way. The tree is growing parallel to the bed of the lathe, like a hollow form normally would be. So we're going to go down the side again on this side. And meet in the middle. That's the hard part, meeting in the middle and coming in exactly the same place that you were before. Sometimes you got to go back and forth and clean it up a little bit. Okay, so that's concave. Convex would be like the outside of the bowl. Pick up the bevel again, so the bevel's heading in the right direction. Now in this case I have to swing the handle away from me. Now lots of tools can do this. This is a shallow fluted spindle gouge. The reason I'm going to grab this one is because it has a steeper angle on the end, so it's a sharper edge. You can clean up more detail than the bowl gouge can because they don't have the wings in the way. Okay, same thing, line up the bevel, 45-degree slicing action, and I can go right across the straight. I go down the side of the bevel, line up the bevel first, down the side of a cove. And across the bottom, down the side of a cove. Across the bottom. Well, rolling a tighter bead like this one, we can get down in here because of that steeper angle. We can get down into some detail down in here a little bit better. Okay, and we can still roll a bead. Convex shape. Bevels following the line of the cut. How about a Hunter tool? Hunter carbide tool. This is the Hunter number 5, the most versatile, I think, of the Hunter tools. Do the same thing. Come down the side. And across the bottom. Bevel support all the time. On an angle, I'm slicing through the fibers cleanly. I have it lined up there. There we go. Now I got a better cut. And meet in the middle. Okay. Now this would be harder to get into a tight detail, but I can do a lot of things with this. Let's do the convex surface. Now we can get over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not going to stand in the camera. And have the bevel support. Swing the handle away from me. And go downhill to the fibers again. Okay.
One of the main reasons to use different tools is accessibility to get into places. The bowl gouge is what I use for 90% or more of everything that I do because it's versatile. I can do a lot of different things with it. But if I'm going to get into some tight details, the wings of the bowl gouge get in the way, and I use a spindle gouge. And it's got a steeper grind, so that gets me into tighter detail. If I want to go even into more detail, then I would use a skew, which has even a steeper angle to it and can get into even tighter detail. So still with push cuts, still have bevel support, and I can get down into the bottom of these kinds of steep sided corner here. Get down into a detail here. Another area is when you have two beads that are coming together side by side. With a spindle gouge, I can make that nice and clean in there. But if I want to go deeper, I take a skew and we can get in there and make a nice crisper line down in deeper. I think you can see the difference there. Okay, what have we got here? I've got my secret toolbox. This is one of these things that you don't want to do at home. Please, what I'm going to do here is very dangerous. If the bevel is not supported right underneath on the tool rest, you get a nasty catch and could get hurt. So this is for viewing pleasure only. Okay, we've got some goodies in there that don't look like turning tools, but they're all made out of metal. I wonder what we can do with those. Well, how about a piece of just square tubing? Okay. This is a little problematic because the shavings want to go inside the hole, but we can still deal with that a little bit. Bevel supported cut, get the bevel first. Okay, so now that doesn't work too good with the square tubing, so how about a piece of angle iron? That way I don't have an internal flute to get the shaving stuck in. So again, ride the bevel first. Make a slicing cut, go around the corner. That's kind of weird, an old rusty chisel, but I got a rounded surface on it. I don't know what that was for. Someplace maybe back 50 years ago I might have used that to scrape some wood away on a chair leg or something that I might have been making. But we're going to use it differently now. We're going to have bevel support and a 45-degree slicing action happening. Go downhill to the fibers. What's this? A monkey wrench. Very old monkey wrench. An antique, I think. But I can always sharpen a little edge on it. There's my bevel. Nice slicing cut. Downhill to the fibers. Well, this looked much like a turning tool. Even a obtuse end of the corner there could make a nice bevel supported slicing cut. Woo, look at those shavings piling off of there. Oh, that makes a nice clean cut. That's almost like a skew. Okay, this is one of my favorite tools. This really can get into some detail.
with a sharp point there. Okay, what about just a box end wrench? Well, yeah, I have sharpened the edge of it a bit, but I got the camera angle over at a different spot so then you can see that bevel floating down there and how it's supported underneath. And we can make the same cut we've been making with all the other ones. Let's see if we can make concave and convex here, right? Go back in here, make a cove. Okay, well, you can see we're having a little fun here, and this is something you wouldn't do at home normally. But the message is here that it really doesn't matter what tool you have in your hand. If you understand the rules, you've got a bevel supported cut, and you're slicing downhill to the fibers, that you can make a clean cut with any sharp edge. You certainly wouldn't want to do it with a piece of angle iron or grass snippers, but a bowl gouge will do it much better and much more efficiently. But just wanted to have a little fun and make a little shaving, so we'll see you next time.